Now, I can't remember if it was Lauren or Taryn mentioned that we're getting more stories than ever before, right? Because we've got all these guys in one spot and
Yeah.
lots of downtime. So let's go ahead and do our first round of socially distant media roundup.
Socially distant media
Yeah.
roundup. I love it. So we've got a collection of clips here from the social media, kind of showcasing bubble hockey. As you can see, there's a bucket hat shadow right there with the pan down. And then look, Elias Pettersson with a little cute bucket hat
Mhm.
himself there. I mean, this look, I wasn't expecting to see bucket hats in the bubble, but here we are, Jesse. And there's just like a,
I'm more interested in the T-shirt myself.
I can't even read it. What does it say? Bring joy into your day.
It's a
Oh, it's
tacos
like a taqueria.
taco company, yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
And he appears to be palming the basketball. I'm also curious about that, but
Big hands. I don't know. I can't do that. I could never. I could palm my cup of
yeah.
noodles. That's about it. there's just there's lots of activities and things that are happening. Ping pong. Is it ping? It's ping pong, right? Because I used
Yeah,
to say ping pong growing up without
no,
the
no,
T
it's
at the
ping
end.
pong or
Ping
table tennis. You can't
pong.
pronounce ping
I'm just
pong.
gonna stick with table tennis. There's lots
Yeah.
of table tennis happening, and good hand-eye coordination here from everybody too. I mean, can you get more than two like volleys back and forth in a ping pong game?
And
Is
it
that a
depends
secret
on who
skill?
my partner is, right? Because there's some people who are uniquely terrible at ping pong.
A lot of us, I
Yeah.
feel.
Get better.
A lot of ping pong happening.
Yeah.
A lot of hockey watching
Yeah.
happening. So I mean, there's hockey on TV all freaking day. We're watching it, so of course they're watching it as well. I see some slippers
There's
in the
also
corner there.
an NHL 20 Stars versus Stars game. It looks like on the lower TV.
Interesting
So
choice
I'm
there.
guessing that's Sagan and the Stars playing against one another.
Yep. So
Um,
we got pandemic
yeah,
video games as well. Jesse, tiny instruments.
yeah.
We've
I
got
think that's a
tiny
ukulele,
instruments.
I believe.
We think it's a ukulele.
Yeah.
Is it a violin or a ukulele? Because both could be, I mean, have we
I'm
thought about it?
guessing. Well, I mean, how many players? Just like 20 something players for 30 something team. I mean, there's 600, 700 guys in the NHL. Somebody's got to play the violin, but I'm guessing they didn't bring it to the bubble.
You never know.
You
I
never
want
know.
to maybe hope that there's a violin in there,
Yeah.
but probably most likely a ukulele, which is just so sweet to think about.
Mm.
And then the Flyers put together this wall of the pictures are so tiny, but from the close up shots, it looks like mostly family members that they can just kind of go by and visit and check out. So that's pretty special. I like that. I saw another team too. It's not in our roundup, but they had photos of their family already waiting for them in their rooms on their side
Hmm.
tables. So just really special stuff like that that you wouldn't normally think you need to do. And then now, like everyone is, they're getting creative. So that was pretty special too.
Yeah. Oh, and there's I think that's the Flames, right? And their
Flames, yep.
matching outfits. Yeah.
Strolling in. Now that there's no suits allowed, Jesse, people are putting together some casual items to wear. And the Flames went with white polos and a like neutral pant. What do you think about
Mm.
that?
Uh, I'll save my thoughts for that for the end of the social media roundup because I've got a couple thoughts on the
Oh,
whole
there's a
thing. But
couple.
I thought you had a pretty funny description of the look.
Yeah, they look like they're going to go sell some car insurance.
Yeah.
But that's okay. They're all at least looking like they're a team together, strolling with their polos. And
Hmm.
I mean, I wonder also, too, where the decisions to wear the things that they're wearing are coming from. Like, I wonder if it's a captain decision of, like, okay, everybody bring your white polos, bring your neutral pants. These will be our uniforms. Or if it's PR saying, hey, I'm making this decision for you. These are your uniforms to wear to the arena. So I'm curious. I would love to get that story. Maybe I pass that off to my girls and see if they can get some scoop on who's deciding what they're wearing. And to finish off the social media roundup, we got like a pretty much a whole fashion show of the Leafs kind of rolling in, and it looks like whatever they chose. So
Hmm.
there's a lot of high fashion here, people showcasing some sweet kicks. Producer Chris pointed out someone was wearing a Balenciaga shirt. I forget who and what, but it's
I think
there.
it was
You know,
William Nylander.
our high fashion stuff. So there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So Balenciaga, yep. And that's another that's my question is like how are you deciding now not only what to wear, but where's the voice coming from? And I think that's so unique that suits are not being worn. And we talked about this before the show started. the length of time that you are seen wearing a suit is so minimal. It's from the hotel to the bus, and then from the bus to the locker room. And the amount of people that see you wearing it, it's also minimal. But the photos that get snapped and the footage that gets shot, that seems to be extremely plentiful. And it seems like the suits, I feel like they're going to stay in hockey after, even though they're allowed to wear casual wear in the bubble. I feel like there's no way you get rid of the suits once the regular season returns, Jesse.
Yeah, and I've never understood the suit thing. You know, when I was this is ages ago, but when I was in high school, every Friday the football team had to wear suits to school, and the water polo team had to wear. I don't remember what they had to wear, but like every different coach had a different idea for team building, you know, unity type activity. And seeing the bubble, you know, seeing all the different activities, seeing the photos that Philadelphia put up, and I know that Toronto, the Maple Leafs had done some stuff to their floor, and a lot of league employees had put family photos and things like that in players' rooms. It's one of those things that I find sort of really fascinating because it's absolutely the kind of thing that can impact a team's performance and will impact different players in a different way. And it's one of the reasons I always push back on the people who use the fancy stat charts exclusively to make an argument about a player. I think it was Taryn who mentioned Kevin Hayes.
Yeah.
Right. And he's the kind of guy, and especially in a bubble situation like this, those glue guys, those locker room guys may have an oversized impact and offer an oversized advantage because although I was never one of those rah type people, in fact, I'm the kind of person who rolls his eyes and pushes back against the rah stuff. On the rare occasion that it got through to me and I would buy in, it would absolutely elevate my effort level and my performance, right? Whatever it was, you know, little peek behind the curtain. I used to work at Nordstrom and down in Costa Mesa in the flagship store. And every morning before the store opened, there'd be a 15-minute, like over the loudspeaker to all the different departments, you know, there'd be like a cheer and a song and like a pep talk and like, let's go. And I was, I don't know, I was like,
fun.
I was like 19 or 20. And for me, it was just a job. So I'd roll my eyes and I was like, do we have to, like, can I just get ready? And, you know, I can imagine there might be some player out there, although I suppose they're conditioned at this point to buy into that sort of thing. But yeah, I just feel like those guys will have a bigger impact. And if, you know, somebody on Calgary was like, let's all dress the same and this is what it's going to look like, I think it absolutely could impact the outcome of such a short, weird tournament.
You're not wrong. And it's weird because we won't know either.
Right.
We won't really know unless one team goes all the way and they're wearing whatever the heck they want to every single game. and teams that wear polos are maybe falling off the wagon a little bit. This is a good maybe social experiment too, that I know you love Google like docs. Maybe keep tabs on who's wearing what and put that in contrast to their performance level.
The other thing I'm real curious about, and there is no answer to this, but I know a lot of people watching the NBA bubble are suggesting that there's going to be some super teams that come out of it as guys from different teams get to know one another. It's a little different because they're all in one place, and the NHL is operating on two different places. But with the salary cap staying flat and with a bunch of guys' contracts coming up, I think we might see a lot of short-term contracts as guys try and keep their options open for when the salary cap goes back up again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple people make friends in the bubble and influence contract signings moving forward. So I'm curious about all of it. But on the whole, Carlin, just super happy to have hockey back.
Absolutely. There's nothing greater than the greatest sport in the world. And to see it back on our TVs, even if it's in a different way, it's special. They're making miracles happen for us, you know, for the people at home who want to watch this sport, and for the guys who want to finish their season. Somebody went above and beyond. Multiple people went above and beyond to put all this together. And you know me, I've been preaching, is it going to be safe? Let's freaking hope. The 0 positive tests that came out recently too, it's working. It's a beautiful thing. And I'm just so happy that by the way it's going, it looks like we're going to have a Stanley Cup champion at the end of all of this. And I'm just so happy for everybody.